Great to get a chance amidst all the frenzy to spend a few moments with Jeff Bradley, our state representative. You've been to an awful lot of these, a few of them officially and a lot of them unofficially.
Yeah, probably almost 40 of them. Ann and I've been here for 39 years. So I remember the first one we came to was in 1976. So.
You remember a special memory? We kept asking everybody for 50 years what the memory was.
I told you last year, it was Jerry Pate talking about how we saw him over on 16 teeing off, and he turned around and he looked, and Ann said that she was an Auburn girl, and he turned around and looked at her and he said, yeah, all the pretty girls went to Auburn. So, yeah.
Being an Alabama boy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to say what a tremendous job the volunteers have done, and I'd also like to reach out and thank the RBC folks and the Boeing folks for their lead sponsorship, as well as all the other sponsors that we have out there. They've done an incredible job, and as usual, this is just fantastic.
This is our week on the national stage. I don't think we spend enough time talking about how this is our week on the state stage. Hilton Head Island kind of sometimes gets forgotten up in Columbia. You're up there all the time. You talk to those guys. They're all your friend this week, right?
Well, that's exactly right. We have a lot of the members that are coming down to see us, and everybody asks about us. And Bob, as you know, this is close to $100 million economic impact to the state of South Carolina. And it just can't be beat. To raise $100 million in the state and everybody come out and have a great time like this, it's fabulous.
Is it a hammer that we can kind of start to use a little bit in the legislature and say, hey, we're not just down in the corner sending you guys money, we have an impact. We're not just a lot of old folks from out of state coming in.
They like the fact that we're down here in the corner sending in money. But yeah, well, the biggest hammer that we have is the tenure of the delegation and the fact that we are developing seniority as we go along. And so while this is a huge deal, that's actually more valuable to us.
Yeah. The huge deal coming up in the legislature. We just did the turnover, I guess they call it. The things that had to pass in one house have now gone to the other house. Crossovers. Where are we on all of that? What are you excited about as you go back to work this week?
Well, I am excited to see what the Senate does with the education reform piece that we worked on. That's a huge deal. And as you know, that's very important to me. So we'll see what it is. But we all tease in the House that the Senate is where good legislation goes to die. So we'll see what happens.
Of that education piece, what do you think is going to be dicey to get through, and what looks solid?
Well, I tell you, I saw Tim Hardy over here who runs the technical college system. I hope that doesn't get taken out, because what they're doing is they're trying to enhance what the relationship that K through 12 has with the technical college system and make it a little easier to support the K through 12 student, the technical college student as he's coming through the K through 12 process.
And that's something you want to see stay in.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. As well as changing the funding source so that the kids will be allowed to have the Hope and the Life Scholarship as they go to technical school as well.
All right. Now, is it spring break week for the state legislature, or are you back to work?
Yes, it is.
You don't have to go back to work.
The state is safe right now because we're not in session. So.
Well, you'll be doing some lobbying, I'm sure, with those guys while they're down here. What are you looking forward to seeing more than anything? You talked about the volunteers, and you love to go down and shake hands and be around those folks because those are your constituents too. But what are you looking forward to seeing this week?
Well, you bring up the constituents. That's really the best thing, because I can go out here and see thousands of people that I don't see throughout the course of the year. We have a lot of the constitutional officers that are down here, and I always enjoy seeing them. But I'm not going to lie to you, my whole family's going to be here this week, and that's the best.
Wow.
That's the best thing we've got going at our house.
The boys and girls are home.
Everybody's going to be home this time.
That's fantastic.
And that's what's so great about Heritage.
Yeah, it is.
So,
they're making their own memories as well.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up, because my daughter is. She and her college buddies have decided that the Heritage is where they're going to all congregate for the rest of their lives. They're going to come down and rent a house and move down here. So, or not move down here, but they'll come down during the Heritage and do a week together.
That's fantastic. All right. Congratulations for all your hard work. Keep up the good work. All right.
Thanks.
Jeff Bradley, our state representative in Columbia from the Lowcountry.